and welcome to the video on how to complete your 135. The 135 is a yearly planning tool that we use in order to break down the strategies behind our big goals. So if you are looking for where to find your 135 tool, you can go to mykwrc.ca and go to your dashboard, and it is located within your 100 days package. You can download it here and you'll be able to access this document and you can complete it that way. Alternatively, if you are in coaching, you can find a blank GPS 135 planner in your Google Drive folder. It's specific to you. So just go to the folder with your name on it, open it up, and it'll be there. A 135 is basically taking one of your major goals for the year or one of your objectives and breaking it down into strategies and steps. This helps us get clarity around the goal itself and figure out how to utilize it. Now you can use this one of two ways. You can fill it out as an individual document, or you can use it in conjunction with your 411. So if you haven't completed your 411 yet, you could go do that now and then pick your annual goals, pick one of your annual goals in order to complete your GPS. Alternatively, you can do your GPSs first, know what your annual goals are, and then complete your 411. They work interactively together, but they should be in alignment with each other. So how a GPS works is that it's basically a planning system for your tools, for your goals, right? So what we start is your number one. So the first thing is, what is your main objective or goal for the year? What would you like to achieve this year? So for a lot of people, this is your income, right? So let's say that I want to earn 200,000 gross income. That's my goal for the year. What I want to do is break this down and figure out, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for my business? And how I do that is by considering, what are the 3 sub goals I need to achieve in order for this to happen? Now, what that could look like is active lead generation, right? And what I mean by that is, how are you going out and actively engaging with people and adding people that you don't currently know into your database? So this could be things like cold calling, door knocking, right? Networking, things of that nature. The other thing we want to do is passive lead generation, right? And this is going to be things such as social media. It could be something like marketing, things of that nature, right? And then the third one is going to be, what's the third thing I need to do in order to hit this goal? Well, I need to work my database, right? I need to get in contact with my sphere and get referrals. Those are the 3 main things that I think of when I think of hitting this goal. Now, your list might look different, and that's okay. Everybody has a different plan, but this is going to allow me to basically build out what I need to do in order to achieve success and earn that 200,000. So now what I'm going to do, I have my 3 sub goals and I have clear action items I need to do here. I need to actively lead generate, passively lead generate, and work my database to get referrals. So what are the sub goals or the tactics that I can use in each of these categories in order to achieve that? The first thing I would recommend is focusing on 1 or 2 of these items, not on all of them, because what we want to do is become a master of one thing. So for the sake of this, I'm going to work on door knocking, okay? But these are all active lead gen methods. You could pick any one you want to. If I want to focus on door knocking, the first thing I need to do is pick the area I want to door knock, right? Pick where I'm door knocking. And then I want to master that neighborhood and learn it, right? How many homes are there? What are the schools? What's the information I need to know, right? What's my purpose for knocking there? What's my reason for picking that neighborhood? Because if I don't understand my reason for being there, then I'm probably not going to come across and connect at a high level with the people at the door as I would if I have purpose behind why I'm there. And that leads us to the second part of this, is scripts. I want to master my door knocking scripts, right? So I'm going to go get a script partner. I'm going to learn this. I'm going to focus on learning my scripts first and foremost. The third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to track my numbers. I'm going to know what my numbers are, how many doors I need to hit in order to achieve my goals based on my business plan. And I'm going to be tracking those numbers accurately to make sure that I'm staying on track. And again, being held accountable to that by somebody, whether it's one of the coaches or it's somebody that you have a good relationship with. Another agent is usually the best person to do that. But I want to track my numbers. I also maybe need to create some marketing around this. What am I leaving at the door when I go and knock? Is it as simple as leaving a business card? Do I have a flyer? Do I have a door hanger? What does that look like? And then I have to create that to leave at the door. Okay. Now, some people door knock without leaving something at the door. That's fine, but it is better to kind of have something there because you never know. You might get a call from that, especially when you have a call to action on that item, like getting a free analysis or a CMA or learning the most recent sales in the neighborhood, something along those things. And then the final thing I want to do is get an accountability partner to hold me accountable to making sure that I'm hitting these goals every day, every week, and making sure that my numbers are accurate. If I do those 5 things, those are my strategies, then I will be running an active lead generation platform, okay? And if I'm actively lead generating, then I'm working towards this goal. What's 1/3 of that goal, right? Now, you could also look at this and say, I want to build a farm, which is door knocking as well. So these might change a little bit, but that's the general idea. Then I want to lay out, okay, what am I going to do for my passive lead generation? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is create my marketing pieces. I'm going to figure out what I want them to look like. What am I offering? How am I marketing myself? So create marketing image, for example, and then I'm going to create or hire somebody to create marketing pieces. Then I'm going to figure out how are these social media marketing? Are they flyers? Am I ad mailing? What does that look like? So deliver marketing. And this goes the same for social media. You can just change it to content, but it's the same idea. And then I maybe want to have a follow-up on that. Am I making calls around that marketing once it's been delivered? Am I just putting it out there? Am I direct messaging people on social media? Am I hosting events? What does that mean to me? So maybe what I'm doing is following up with a check-in, whether that's a phone call or a DM. Right? And then the final thing I'm going to be doing is, running quarterly giveaways on my platforms in order to generate more names and add more people to my database. And then my third thing, work my database. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure my database is up to date, right? Is complete, and have a good CRM. Have a great system in place. Command is what we offer through Keller Williams for free. Put your people into that. Make sure you have a phone number, an email, their social media accounts, ways to connect with them so that you can engage, right? Make sure the database is complete. I'm also going to build a Touch 33, which is actually Touch 36 now, they say, and that's a system for keeping in touch with everybody. Automate the systems, okay? Automate them. Make sure that they're going out to people regularly and consistently. A monthly newsletter that gets emailed out, quarterly phone calls that happen, text messages in between, and some other stuff that will tie into making sure you're connecting with your database enough to get referrals, right? Get testimonials from previous clients and use those. Promote them on your social media, which ties into your second goal there, your second strategy. Get testimonials, get proof, get people talking about what you do, share your story, right? That's a big part of working with your database and getting those referrals. We have to keep reminding them of what we do and why they're going to refer us. And then finally, make your calls. Connect with your database in person, or drop by visits, depending on how you like to do that. So what I have here now is a clear plan, right? I know that if I focus on these action items for my lead gen, that's my morning, then I work on these social media passive marketing platforms, and then I finally focus on my database, I will start to get appointments from that. And those appointments will lead me to my objective of making 200,000, because if I go on enough appointments, as we know based on our business plans, if we go on enough appointments, then the results show up. So what you need to figure out is, what do you need to do to make those appointments happen? And that's what this GPS will create for you. Then what we do is we take these items and we make sure that they show up in our 411, so that when we're doing our weekly actions, we're also completing our GPS at the same time. And that's how these action items and these tools work together to create a more complex and intricate system that allows us to make sure we're hitting our goals and that we're on track. But the key to all of this is being held accountable. So don't just complete the tools, implement them into your system and get somebody to hold you accountable. And that's where your success is going to come from. I hope that this was a helpful video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.